Karibuni kutoka break, kipindi ni Ladies Night, and of course mimi ni host wenu Mbatha. Kama ndo unatujoin, tunakuanga hapa every Wednesday kutoka 7:30 hadi 9:30. Na kama ndo unatujoin umechelewa, but usijali, we have so much in store for you. And today tunaongea women in business, and I have three beautiful ladies wako hapa na mimi na nataka wajiintroduce because I feel like they can give you a better insight to what they do. Tunaweza anza from my farthest left. We start with you, Hodia. Hiyo jina yako ya brand kidogo imenishinda, but ambia watu umebatashika.
Yeah, my name is Hodia and my brand name is Chepchikoni. I'm a foodpreneur. Yeah.
Napenda hizo topics. Yeah.
My name is Dorcas Mlugu, and the founder of Dorcas Mlugu Foundation, which is based in Taita Taveta County, in Rongeward to be specific. Yes.
My name is Christine Ger, the founder of the Urge Production.
Okay.
Yes.
Aya, asanteni kuja hapa Ladies Night. Napenda kukaa na watu wanafanya big things in their life. Inafanya gani kama pia mimi na achieve, and I know myself to be very lazy, so I live vicariously through you guys. So tukianza na wewe, umesema wewe ni foodpreneur. So what exactly is it unafanya?
More of a foodie who
Spare no
ventured into
details. Utambia
business.
favorite food yenyewe unapenda kupika. We are here to listen.
So I think a foodie who decided to venture into business because of my love for food. And I think life is much easier when you do something that you actually love and not just working because you need to pay bills. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I do a lot of things.
Mention zote.
I'm a media personality by profession. I've been a radio presenter for 7 years. And then after that, I joined politics in 2017. I contested as an MCA in a place called Rongeward in Mwatate constituency, Taita Taveta County. And after that, I also sell women clothes, trousers, jeans to be specific, and shoes and bed sheets.
Busy. Yani wewe una days off kwa sababu kishamaliza na huku lazima upeleke order.
Niko nayo. Yeah, kuna I don't know, but my off days nakujanga usiku peke yake. Yes.
Hi, sasa. Okay.
So the Urge, at the Urge we do three things. One is the Urge Production, which I mentioned, and then we have the Urge Circle, and then we have the Urge Collection. So the Urge Production, let me start by saying this. I'm a journalist by profession. So I used to work in a media house, 2 different media houses before, and then I worked in a brand management company. So when I left, the last job that I did was in brand management company. So when I left, I had the knowledge of how to present yourself, how to maintain your brand, and how to let your brand speak out there for you. Then again, because I'm a journalist by profession, I had the knowledge when it comes to media, when it comes to video production, when it comes to photography. So I had to figure out how to merge the two and then produce one thing. So that's what when I say my company is the Urge Production, what I do at the Urge Production is approach different corporates and help them tell their story, help them to tell their story using passion and love that I have for telling African stories through the lens. So that's camera. So for example, let me use if your company, let's say Standard, the Standard. So let's say you're going to look for business. You want to show your potential client what exactly the Standard Group does. So allowed to do it in video format, not the PowerPoint presentation that normal
So
agencies
you show them a
usually
sample
do.
of what you do.
Yes, but now using video.
But can Standard, I don't think wanaweza tumia yangu,
Of course.
because whatever I'm doing ni hapa na pale.
Yeah. So so what I do is just offer them, come up with something like a company profile, but in video format. Yes. And then the Urge Circle is a group of young entrepreneurs. Basically, right now we are only doing women, and we come together and just encourage each other, motivate each other, and just inspire each other in our journey of being better business people. So people who've been in business for less than 5 years for now.
Okay.
Then the Urge Collection is yet to be launched on 14th of February. So hopefully, yeah.
So mna time Valentine's hivi.
Yes.
Valentine's ni 14th ama ni 15th?
14.
Okay. So I'm really excited. But we mentioned kitu, I was looking forward to actually maybe doing in my future life politics. How was that? Na nini ilikuinspire kuingia into politics?
What inspired me to go into politics was about leadership. You know, it is sad that the way electorates behave and the way they elect people, it is sad because someone would be told tutamchagua kwa sababu hana baba na mama, and then we end up giving that person the position, alafu he will not deliver, you know. Let us not elect people because we know them. Let us not elect people because she is my relative. Let us not elect people because he is my brother, or rather he's an orphan or she's an orphan. Let us elect people because they are capable of serving people and serving people the right way, protecting the resources of the people. You know, at the end of the day, if you elect someone to go and represent you up there, he must make sure that he or she is protecting you in whatever may. Achunge rasilimali zako, achunge interests zako, achunge kile ambacho kinakuzunguka, mahali ambapo unakaa, and such kind of things. So what ventured me, or what made me venture into politics, is about delivery and nothing else. Delivery and serving the mwananchi. And it is through this that I came up with Dorcas Mlogo Foundation. Why? Because you can imagine you find girls missing schools because of sanitary towels. A packet of pads is 50 bob. And imagine a girl is missing that. She's missing maybe 3 to 7 days in a week. And you ask yourself, do we have leaders in this place? Do they know what a woman is going through, especially a young woman? If a woman misses shule for like 3 days, that's a lot of days for her. 3 days alone is a lot of days for her. And you find that women are not being empowered down there because maybe they don't know what is good for them. How are we going to help our women come up, understand their rights? Like, this is a natural thing, okay? And being that it's a natural thing, and a woman is not supposed to miss school because of a natural issue, I don't believe so. It's so
Something
sad.
you have no choice
Yes,
about.
and somebody is seated somewhere as a leader, and he or she does not see like that is a serious issue. It's unfortunate. So that is one of the things that made me like, Dorcas, you know what? You need to come up with something, and if it is delivery, you need to have an honest person on top there, serving the interest of mwananchi without favor. Yes.
I'm looking forward to seeing how far you take this, because I'm excited. I like what you're selling. And tukiongea mambo selling, before we back na hizi jadi lazima ukwe pia umejitunza kiafya. So Hodia, tuongee nawe. Tell me about, umesema when you foodpreneur.
Yes.
And your speciality is food. Also mine, but time to ya ku ingest. Otherwise, the rest ni kubahatisha. But tell me about your journey into food and all that.
I first started just cooking at home, and then I realized this is something I actually love, and I got a lot of pushing from my friends and family to make it a business. So I quit my job to start, and I started with doing house calls, going to people's homes to cook.
Kama catering.
Yeah. Or mostly my target market at that time was bachelors, because unapata mtu they are working.
You target market
Yeah.
for what reason?
They have time to cook. No. Okay. Because you find out people are working morning to late, they get home, they are tired, you end up junking, which is not good for your health too. So yeah, that was my target market, and I was doing well. And then it got to a point now, the disadvantage of what I was doing was that I could only serve 1 or 2 clients a day. So I decided to start doing it at home, and I started cooking and delivering, and that included even office lunches. But then with time, the demand was way higher than my production. So that's when I decided to open a small restaurant. Yeah.
So where's your restaurant located?
One is in Roysambu and the other one is in industrial area.
So kuna kachini hivi.
Yes, and I want it to grow thoroughly.
So ni wewe unakwaga in the kitchen ama unakwaga ume?
At first I started by being there myself, then you train and delegate, because you can't do everything on your own, and that was my biggest challenge, because I was used to being in control. Those guys who, if I'm not in control, I'm just scared. But with time, I had to accept that I cannot do everything. I cannot speak to clients. I cannot also cook for them all the time. So, delegation.
Kuna kwa na hoteli, but kuna mtu maybe alikuwa anataka yako specifically. How do you maintain the quality of the product unapeana?
Okay. Number one, when it comes to production, you don't also cook too much at a go. Just kidogo kidogo, ikisha you unaongeza. Unaona?
So una train according to the techniques unatumia ngapi
Yes, yes, the ones I use also, and I'm open to them also showing me something that they feel is good for clients. Yeah.
So how is that for you? Unakwaga maybe na menu ya daily, hii ndio kitu tunafanya, ndio ukifanya food isibaki yaribike, ama unatuma request yako according to your liking, unafanyiwa daily kitu different?
Yeah, we post our menu daily, and also you look at what the client loves, because there are things that cannot miss to be on menu almost every day. Things like pilau, biryani. People actually love them. When you don't make them, the sales are quite different. Yeah, and also I just try out recipes at home, and when they are perfect, I now introduce them to my clients.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the urge, turudi kwako. Umesema it's a production company. Your collection kwanza tujatuambia ni ya nini, so that we know what to expect.
So collection, I'll be doing trench coats, long trench coats, the Olivia Pope kind of trench coats. And then I love sweaters so much. Right now I think it's only because it's hot, so that's I'm not wearing one.
But ni bipolar, wewe unajua asubuhi kuna baridi, katikati kuna
I mean, but I want something that you can wear like the entire day.
Something light.
Yes, something light but with something loose. You know those things that when people go to the market to buy, people wanarusha ngapo because they don't know how to wear it.
Yeah.
Such kind of tops. And then also dresses. So my target when it comes to the ads collection are people who are in office, people who can't have, they can't afford to go and get clothes out there because of time. So those are the people that I'm targeting.
Yeah. Naitanga entrepreneurs, they are devils, because mimi sina hiyo confidence ya kuacha salary yangu ya every month niende ni risk. Maybe this month will be higher than the next. Unajua, I really respect entrepreneurs. So unasema you were employed in 2 different media houses before. Nini ilikufanya uchange useme now I want to do something of my own? So
I was employed in those ones before. The last media house that I worked for is where I left and then decided to go and start my own business, which was a barber shop and a movie shop and a beauty parlor. So I left it, that I wasn't sure that if I wanted to go back to employment, but I just left because I wanted to manage the business and see how it goes, because they usually say that lazimu kwe hapo. That is what I took that time. So I decided to be there. Then a month when I was in that business, I was like, one of the people that I met in the past called me and told me that, Christine, what are you doing? Do you feel like working for us now? That's the brand management company. So I was like, no, I don't feel like being employed right now. I'm just focusing on my company. Then 3 months down the line, I was like, okay, so will I be waking up every day to come to this shop and see the way people's hair are being made? So I was like, no. So I called them at 3 months later and then asked, is that job still there? That was now the brand management company, not the media house. So I just wanted to try something else, because if I was going to go into entrepreneurship fully, I needed to know how to brand myself. As much as I can speak to people, I'm outspoken, yes. So I needed to know how to package myself before I go there. So I said yes to the brand management company. So when I went there, that's now, I was to stay there for actually just 3 months. And 3 months passed, and then I was like, okay, I think I can still learn more from this company. So I ended up staying there for 2 months. 2 years, 3 months, and I think 5 days, where I was employed last.
And then like when you
then I left.
Options, unajulia chake ka job ukaenda, sino ulikuwa na mikdo. Me before hata nipate nilikuwa na struggle.
No, but the thing is, so I think the thing is, it's believing in yourself, and I believe that if I resign and if I resign and leave a job and look for another job, I always believe that I'll always get. So I'm just going there confidently, because I don't think in my 7 years of being employed with 5 different companies, there's a time
7 years, someone would question, ni wewe uli decide kwenda ama uliachiliwa?
No,
7
I
years
decided
is a short time to be in 5 companies, ama mnafilaje?
I think.
I'm on account pia zako tatu.
No.
Okay.
Those ones of being employed from college after finishing the exams, and then you go to employed. Yeah. So just resigning and going to the next, resigning, going to the next, and then now finally I decided I don't think employment is meant for me, or maybe I just don't thrive in employment, or maybe I started questioning myself, because the reason why I left that one is because I felt like my current boss then didn't even know the vision for that particular company. And when you work in a place where the boss do not know where you guys are supposed to go, how am I supposed to thrive and perform when you don't even know where we are going? So that's the reason why I left. And I felt like most of the time when I was working there, like I think 50% of the day of the time during the day I used to spend on my own company, on my own things.
Okay.
And I felt guilty because I didn't want anyone to do that to me, because that time I was running my business on the side, and I did not want my employees to do that to me. So I was like, you know what, I think it's just time to leave.
Yeah.
And when I left, I didn't know what exactly I was going to do.
And one thing we mentioned is you're still a media personality, right?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I was laid off.
Okay.
Sometimes in 2016.
No worries, but na feelingi watu wa media wanakuwaga na insight on what people, what you feel ni kama wanaweza lay on the problems towards you, especially being on radio. Unajua watu wanafeelingi anioni sasa naweza mwambia kila kitu. I don't know what kind of show ulikuwa una host, but do you feel like that was the case?
Not really.
Yeah.
I used to host a drive show and a gospel Sunday. Every Sunday in the morning, I used to host the gospel show. Yes.
No,
but
in terms of unaona mtu akipigia na feel they have a friend.
Yes.
So wakipigia you have a solution for whatever they're going through. Or whatever you're offering will fix. Unajua any kind of advice, any kind of information unapeana will relate to the person's life and they'll fix it.
Unfortunately, when it is so emotional, you'll cry with him or her.
Yeah.
When it is funny, it's just funny, you know. Unacheka, unakuwa bored, you know, you're doing some memes huko nyuma, they're not seeing you. But it's an interesting thing anyway to be a radio presenter. Yeah. It's an interesting thing.
I would love to do radio, but from radio, is it when ulingia politics straight ama you still had your side hustle?
No, I still had my side hustles at that time. I told you that I started doing the business of selling women trousers, jeans. I've done this business for the last 4 years and I'm not regretting.
Yeah.
I'm not because every woman needs to look nice.
Yeah.
And when I realized that wanawake upenda kuvaa, me being one of them, you know, I think in a month I spend like 7,000 buying clothes.
Unaishi vizuri.
Not really. You know, you just love dressing and you want to look good. Anytime you go out there, you see, you know, you walk somewhere and you be like, hey, this trouser is nice. Yeah. So when I realized how women love dressing and me being one of them, I said, I think I should try this. Then I went to the bedroom now. Every woman loves her bedroom looking nice.
Thank you.
Yes. From the pillowcases to the bed sheets to the duvets, you know. If you come to my house, you'd find like a whole closet of duvets and bed sheets alone. Then the other one is about clothes and trousers and whatnot. So that is me. Yeah. And I said, let me try this. And I can't regret, honestly. I thank God. I can't regret.
And I think umekona everything because wanasemaga ukijiweka in a comfortable environment pali una feel vizuri, ukilala unajifunika na duve una feel.
Yes.
Wow, ukiamka uva hizo jeans, you're all round beautiful from the minute you lay your head at night. And one thing maybe naweza taka tuongelea as we go into the next segment ni, what was the need for you to start that business? And I think we may mention, without even me asking, it's women like to look good. So you were filling in for something that you were not probably getting. Ulfona Jones get better. Izo jeans ndio zenye uko nazo?
Yes, what I dress is what I sell. Yes. So mtu akiniuliza, where did you get your jeans from? I tell them, come to me. Yes.
And I feel like na biashara yangu, unless unaona ka nikienda tao najua kuna place specific naenda. Unakuanga na stall yako ama ni deliveries?
I do deliveries online. I take photos and then I put them on Facebook, on Instagram, and then I get clients. That's how I deliver. But in Mombasa, like in Mtwapa, I have a stall where I sell the trousers and the bed sheets all together. Yeah.
That is wonderful. So also for you, it started online ama ulikuwa unapata referrals aje?
It was online and referrals too, but mostly online. It is what has really grown my business.
And you, the company for production, unapatanga, do you go and seek out clients? Maybe una offer something?
Production company has been in existence for 1 year, and sadly, I don't know if I should say sadly, but all my clients were on referrals. And there's a bad thing with that because the moment referrals come to an end, it means you have to, like, the business is going to stop. Like, you're not going to have, like, continuous cash flow. So, but this year I'm gonna do it different. I'm going to do it different. Like go and approach clients, just do a list, you know, like a salesperson.
And of course, venye tumesema tu nilikuwa nataka kujua the kind of need you are feeling in kwa hiyo niche umechagua. The one thing I also would like to know is your plan. Like unajua na everything lazima kuwe umedecide aya hivi ndafanya hivi, this is my target and all that. Break it down for mtu mwenye maybe anataka kuanza business and they don't know how. Because kama mtu kama mimi who's depending on a salary every month, kuna times kuna emergencies zina go beyond the kind of money I'm saving, unajua. So I'd probably need that extra income, unajua. So I'd probably be interested in doing a business. That's the kind of things nataka tukiingia the next segment tuongelele in depth, unajua, because it's a very diverse group and that's the most interesting thing. And I love that. But tunachukua break kiasi, tunarudi tu sasa hivi and we're going to be talking more deep and meaningful conversation kwa sababu we're here to inform you and entertain you. Keep it ladies night.